And welcome back to the post-game press conference in this FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 Asian Qualifiers second round game between the Philippines and Lebanon. Philippines beat Lebanon 107 to 96, and now we have Gilas Pilipinas men head coach Chot Reyes and Justin Noipi Brownlee joining us in this press conference. Sorry, Coach Chot, your thoughts on that ball game?
Well, obviously, we're very satisfied with our offense. We shot the ball well. In fact, we had 31 assists on only 13 turnovers. So, and that allowed us to hit 17 three-pointers, I think. So, like I said, very good performance on the offensive end. However, there's still a lot left to be desired on our defense. We gave up almost 100 points to a team without, without Arakji, Haidar, and even their naturalized players. So, as is always the case, some things to be happy about, but some things to continue working on, and learning experience for us. I think for us to be able to, we need to be able to play better defense to come out and have a better performance against Jordan on Monday.
And Justin, your thoughts on the ball game?
Yeah, coach hit it right on the head. Offensively, everything was clicking. The chemistry seemed really well, and it was just clicking. But defense, we got to get better. But just overall, of course, happy to get the win. Got to take the positive with the negatives, but I think we'll come out and defend better next game after we see, some things we can adjust and do better.
All right. At this point, we open the floor to questions from the media.
Thank you. Good evening, gentlemen. Justin, congratulations. Aaron Bayato from PBS. How special it is to wear the Gilas Pilipinas jersey, and could you talk about that hot start that you made in that first quarter, please? Thank you.
Yeah, it's very special. It's coming to play here with Gilas has been so much joy, and I'm just very blessed and lucky, to be a part of the team, part of the naturalization and everything. It's just an honor to be able to, put the Philippines, in front on my chest and play for the flag. The Philippines showed so much love to me, I just want to, do my best and do whatever I can to try to give some of it back.
Luisa Morales from Philstar. Coach, apart from Justin, we had a lot of good performers today, like Jamie Malonzo and also Mason Amos, who made his debut today. Just thoughts on the overall, contributions of everyone on the Gilas team.
Well, we really thought that was going to be a key off the bench, those two guys, because they were basically our bigs off the bench. After Junmar and Justin, basically it was only Mason and Jamie that we had, because, as you know, we are decimated with the lack of our other big players. So the fact that they both played well, I think, was a big factor. The bench really gave us a spark going on crucial runs in both first and the second half. So I hope they can continue. Mason is, 18 years old or something? Yeah, so he still has a lot to learn. He still has a lot to develop, especially on defense. But you can see his shooting prowess for a big man. And that's the weapon that we feel that we can continuously exploit, that we can use moving forward. So very happy about that development. But being that they were the two bigs on the second unit, I think the way the second unit played, the way the two of them played was a reflection of how well the second unit delivered.
And the question for Justin. Justin, obviously, you had a lot of success already here in the Philippine arena, but this time wearing the Gilas Pilipinas jersey, how special is it for you to be able to perform and to see that Philippine crowd cheering you on this time as part of the national team?
Yeah, when you make a shot, the crowd gets going. Filipino fans, they really appreciate basketball, and that's what I really appreciate, as well too. So just making those shots, starting off hot. I just really, coach told me to be aggressive, and I wanted to get the team off to a good start. And, you know, being one of the older guys and one of the leaders, you know, I just felt like it was important, you know, right off the jump. We be aggressive and, you know, we have that mentality. Coach put it on the board. So, you know, a lot of credit to him, you know, but just want to continue being aggressive and, you know, just making the fans happy and give them something to cheer about.
Coach Denison from the Inquirer. Coach, just your thoughts on the Lebanese coach saying that you played unselfishly today. I think there was a question earlier that they were asking about how individual the play was when the last time you met them, but he was tipping his hat on how the players today fought collectively.
Yeah, we spoke about it a lot, knowing that we had some missing pieces and maybe we were not as individually talented as the previous lineups. And so we said that number one, and number two, the being in unfamiliar situations where, you know, we hardly had enough practice, very limited preparation time. And I said in situations like this, the best way to address it is to come together and to lean on each other. And I think I'm very glad the players took that to heart. And I think you saw that today. Players were really playing for each other. I don't know if you felt it, Justin. They were running for each other. That didn't matter who scored as long as the ball was moving very well. And like I said, very, very happy with that result. But, you know, I also know that this is just one game. You know, Jordan is going to be another story altogether. But yeah, if we can continue building, generating momentum from this, but that's really the program that we built, right? We want to have a core group of guys who are familiar with each other. They already understand the system, and then put in a few guys here and there, and then take a look. Perhaps in the final iteration of the roster, come August, you know, we hopefully have the best team, not the best collection of individual talents, but the best team.
Coach, you know, I know it's been a while. Justin's been, you know, trying to play for the national team. So finally, it's happened, and you know, what a fantastic first game for him. A big win, and you're able to turn around and beat Lebanon this time around. Tell us about your thoughts on the inclusion of Justin into the team, because I was talking to the guys outside, and they said his energy, enthusiasm, and just overall joy for playing for the team is infectious.
Yeah, the one thing, I mean, of all of Justin's skills, he shoots the ball well, he defends, he penetrates, he's got a lot of basket technical skills. But the one skill for me that I appreciate, he's a great teammate. And great teammates, they make their teammates better, the players around them better. So for me, that's his greatest skill. And I think when I reflect, I always believe that things happen for a reason, and I think all of the challenges that we went through very early when I was appointed as a coach to come back to coach the national team, all of the failures and frustrations that we had in the past, I think the reason for that was for the entire country to get together. And so we're very, very thankful to the Senate and the Congress, the PBA, all the stakeholders for getting together and finally getting Justin's papers done. And maybe that was the reason for all of the heartaches that we had to endure in the past, because finally everyone came together and said, we got to get this done. And getting this guy his papers finally, like you said, hopefully we're continuously moving forward. I know we're not going to win every game, but I think we should continue to see improvements in the way the team plays.
Can I quickly ask Justin, how awesome was it to have Carmelo Anthony like sitting there and watching you? And I saw you had some words with him after the game. Can you share what exchange you had?
Oh man, it's great. You know, seeing an NBA legend, you know, like Carmelo. I grew up watching him, and LeBron, and you know the rest of his class. You know, facing each other in games and Christmas games, and it just seems like everything just came back. You know, a lot of memories of watching him at home, being younger.
We're trying to see if he's 6'6", and maybe he can play as an import in the PBA.
Oh man, that would be scary, right?
So that somebody can guard, he can match up with him in the PBA.
What did you say? What did you say?
I just said, "What's up, Melo? You know, nice to meet you." And he say congrats, champ. Keep doing your thing. You know, so I appreciate the words from Melo, man. That's a legend. I really look up to him. That's an idol.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Coach, aside from Jamie and Mason, Jordan Heading also put up big numbers. Can you just talk about his contributions in his first game as Gilas member in nearly 2 years?
Yeah, he was huge because we don't have Roger Pogoy, one of our consistent scorers, as you know, because of the injury, and so that's how we're trying to build the program, just constantly getting players into the system, so that when somebody goes down, we just go through the depth chart, and as you saw it with the bigs, right? No Kai, no Japet, no Poi Eram, no Carl Tamayo. So we just go down through the depth chart, and then so Mason Amos got his call, and the same thing up and down the roster. So hopefully, that was one of the things I really wanted to see. We wanted to see how the new guys would integrate with the rest of the players. So the new guys, Justin, Mason, Jordan Heading, even Junmar. This is Junmar's first time to play with this group of players. Diba? The previous windows, Junmar was injured. So this is Junmar's first time to play with this group. So like I said, it's a work in progress. I hope we continue building and I hope we keep developing, but it is a work in progress.
Coach, going back to Mason, do you see this one as a blessing in disguise that Mason was able to play this way with the absence of Kaya and Japet? And is Mason already a shoe-in for the next game, considering how short-handed we are at the number 5 position?
Yeah, it could be really a blessing in disguise. Whether he's a shoe-in for not in the next game still remains to be seen. We have to get out of here now so that we can watch Jordan's game versus India, which is going to happen soon, so that we can prepare. We want to take a look at who Jordan has on their lineup, who they're bringing in, who are the players, and then we make a decision. It was the same thing here when we took a look at Lebanon's lineup and who were the guys they brought in. Then we made our decision on who makes the final 12. So again, a lot is going to depend on how the Jordan roster is formulated. Then we'll make our decision.
Any more questions?
Justin, you hit your first 2 shots from the outside. So how huge was that one to your confidence and getting your rhythm early?
Yeah, as a player, you always want to come out and establish a rhythm, and just seeing those 2 shots going in, I think it put me in a good rhythm and it got me comfortable, throughout the rest of the game. And
then you miss your free throw.
And then I missed and then that knocked me off of my rhythm a little bit. But luckily the guys, everybody played very well. We played together, and when somebody may have been slacking a little bit, like Coach said, we depend on each other, and we picked that guy up, or if it was me, guys picked me up. So just all around, just luckily, to get off to a good start and just take it on throughout the game.
And that will be the end of this press conference. Once again, congratulations
Thank you
very much,
ladies
Coach
and
Chot
gentlemen.
Reyes and Justin Brownlee. We will see you again this coming Monday for more of your FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers. Thank you.